Hey guys, I want to welcome you to Lionsgate. Lionsgate is an incredible time, and I'm myself really starting to understand why. It's our connection to the cosmos. It is astrology. If you look at astrology, it's animals, right? We have the lion right now. It's the connection between the cosmos and the earth, the animals, the plants, life, us, geometry, frequencies, patterns. This is a sacred time because the sun is with Leo. And it's in alignment with Sirius and Orion's belt. And this activates the Giza pyramid as well as the Sphinx. We are definitely connected right now to Mother Earth. We are connected to the cosmos. And you know what that means? We are connected to our lights within. We are connected to home. We have a direct connection right now to home to activate with, to continue our expansions with, to help us enter anew. And even myself, I have entered a new level. You know, I thought I had an ending. I was wrong. I really literally had an ending to have a new beginning. Really, right now, we're faced with a time the choice is up to you. We're in the energy of Leo. And we can enter as a lamb and exit like a lion, or we can enter like a lamb and exit like a lamb. The choice is up to us. And that's where our expansion is. It's not fighting. It's having compassion to go within and activate the light within, to connect to our homes within and expand. Find the tolerance and compassion to do the healing, to cleanse what is lower vibrational, what's stagnant, to continue life, to continue the evolution of life, the expansion and the building of the golden ages, which is what we're doing here. And this time is connected to our ancestors, our Egyptian wisdom. It's connected to us, within us. We just need to remember, we're connected to our homes right now, within us. And it's a sacred time as we continue to build this sacred land, this expansion. You know, and it's like the meeting of the two fish. I finally figured out what that meant. For so long, you know, the water energies, the Two of Cups, the reflection of love back, the koi fish that swims upstream to turn into the dragon, to transform. And you know, that's divine masculine and divine feminine, but I realized that was within me. And as I had my ending on the 31st to begin anew and change the calendar, there was a message for me there, and there were the two fish. Hanged Man, Four of Cups, the moon. Sorry about that, guys. Someone needed me, of course. This is all about healing from our heartbreak and our expansion. And our Two of Cups. Feeling whole again, feeling connected within. But because of that interruption, we're going to start again, and I'm sorry, but that just means the cards are meant to be out again. They will be. This is about not being an energy slave anymore, even to ourselves. This is about being kinder to ourselves and freeing our energy. Freeing our energy within. Page of Swords, and there's that sword. And this is to free us from the mental fog and the pain. Well, that was interesting. And there's the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. But we know that our wishes are not trophies. They're light within the cups. They're things that we have created in order to create our 10 of Cups. Experiences. But they're not trophies. And I really feel like this 9th one is the connection to the 10th. And it's the connection to the way home. It's the connection to the 10 of Cups. But it has to do with the clearing of the fog here. Within. This is happening within. Yeah, and there's the working. The continuing to work. And there it is. It's for the 10 of Cups. That's what we're working on. We're working on the 10 of Cups. The creation of that space. And this is how we're feeling right now. Yeah. But there it is. Transformation. Transformation. The Ace of Wands. New life. And the Chariot. We made it home. We created peace and happiness, and we put down our burdens. Because why? And this is the message I keep getting right now. This is the main message. It's the Eight of Swords. It's to free ourselves. We're freeing ourselves from within. That's what this sword, we need this sword for. And there it is. It's all about the sun, our growth. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. There's the cups and the earth. Oh, look at that. And it's all about what we're studying. And there is the study of astrology. There is the study of the light, of the cosmos. I love studying the cosmos. That's why I'm so excited about today. I'm so excited right now because this is what I do all the time. I connect to the cosmos. I spend time with the light. I really feel the light. I feel it. And that's what this is all about right now. This is about your connection to the cosmos, your connection home and within. And that's connected to this place. And it's learning the difference between following the signs and following the synchronicities here within our environments than just obsessing and studying the details. This is obsessing and studying the details. This Eight of Pentacles is grounding the energy. But here in the wheel, we're studying the patterns. We're studying flow. We're studying energy. We're studying the cosmos. This is connected to our ancients. You know, and it's like fortune. And I was thinking about this, you know, thinking of the universe talking to you. Someone got me a little fortune teller, and she lights up. And she has a third eye on her, on the top. And I thought, oh, third eye expansions right now happening. And I was looking at the word fortune, fortune, and you know, thinking about the goddess Fortuna, the daughter of Jupiter, Fortuna, and how that's connected to studying and our expansion. Well, what is that? Fortune, playing our authentic tune, our tune within, our vibration within, our fortune. That's what we're doing here. And it's like we rise above. It's like, you know, I really feel like the representation of this, it's like we have to rise above to free ourselves. And that is rising our frequency. And that is playing our tune, our authentic tune within. And that is the expansion of the light. That is the combining our soul with our spirit and then birthing our soul here. Connecting it to our spirit, expanding. Now let's just see what's being activated. Page of Wands. Now this Page of Wands is all about someone who's willing to try something new based on inspiration and passion, but doesn't want to make a fool of themselves. Is so worried about making mistakes that they have all the coolest inventions, but they're so worried upon making mistakes they don't act. You know, they don't. And like, this reminds me of Metatron's cube and relating back to the spider. And the spider, she never thinks about weaving her web. She just does so, and she does so over time, so many webs and what she's created. And I believe that's connected to here and connected to getting to this space. And that's the message. That's the message, is that we can't worry about looking foolish when we play our authentic tunes and making mistakes as we create along the way. As we know that those cups are not trophies. Those cups are of creation, of connection to the light within us. All right, no. Let's go this way. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. We're going to transform here. We have the Nine of Pentacles and Judgment. And there's freedom. There's our freedom right here. There's our expansion. Obviously, I can't count. It's the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Judgment. So this is what we're doing. You know, the Hanged Man is all about being in a situation, maybe a situation you don't even like, but learning the experience, gaining the experience. And it's about letting go and the art of letting go. And we know we're going to let go because it's about judgment. And judgment is actually about freedom, freeing yourself, understanding you free yourself. And what are we doing? This is about our abundance. And there it is. And that's what we're creating here. And it is connected to our Ten of Cups. It's connected to this space. And I really feel like that's there's the connection to the cosmos right there. There it is. Let's get our message from the cosmos. Ooh. Dragon's Lair. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and beware of your surroundings. The path you're on is now one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you will be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, and one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. And that's, we're going to explore now. And we can't be afraid of the unknown. And as we level up, and there is the message of the core that I was channeling. Now let's just get our message from the ancients. As we know that Leo, Sirius, and Orion's belt are in alignment, activating the Giza Temple and the Sphinx. The Five of Wands. Wow, how that even flung out of my hand. With the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. With the Lovers. And the Ten of Pentacles. And there is our message with the Ace of Swords. And the King of Swords. We've come full circle now. The Five, and the King of Swords is right here. And the King of Swords, he's studying. And he's connecting to his gifts as he's studying. There's a globe within here, a sphere. And he doesn't have a sword. He has a book in his hand with a pen and paper. He's connecting to ancient wisdom. And that's really what I really feel like the message is. Like, you know, the strength where we want to go into battle and we think that that's what the battlefield looks like, but this battlefield doesn't look like what we think it looks like. It looks like this. It's studying our ancients, studying within, studying ourselves, studying the light. And what are we doing here? It's about the Wand's energy and seeing through the illusion. We're going to see through the illusion. So first off, we're the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands. This is all about ending confusion, ending conflict. This is about now moving forward with the light. There's a message in the Knight of Wands. So we stop fighting ourselves, we move forward, and we expand. Because there's an expansion here. And what happens is when we do so, we see through the illusion. And this is connected to the cups and the Ten of Cups and what we're creating here. Because this is also connected to this ninth cup and the connection between the ninth and the 10th. okay? And it's connected to the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. Because we know, as we said, this is all connected. Now the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups, it's very ancient. It's very ancient symbolism from our ancients, from Egyptian times even. You can see it, and the Seven Cups symbolize seeing through the illusion and what you are actually putting in the cup. And the cup is of the light. It's of the sword of clarity. And that's why it's here. And the sword of clarity, it means two things. This is connected to Osiris and revenge. And what do we want to use that sword for? Are we going to use it for revenge, a negative charge, or do we use it for a positive charge? And is it a generous charge? Is it compassionate? Is it of the light? Is it for the greater good? Is it for expansion? Is it for healing? Life force energy? Is it sustaining us? Is it connected to the bird and transformation and leaving away literally what's lower vibrational? And that is symbolism for expanding with our energy. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes, the rebirth. We create with different energy patterns and forms. And that's connected to, stellar geometry, which is connected to one of the things that this activates. This Leo, the sun being in Leo, being in... Goodness, my son is having so much fun. Apologize for anyone that is feeling interrupted. The sun being in alignment with a Leo, the sun being in alignment with Leo, Sirius, and Orion's belt, it activates not only the Giza Temple, it activates stellar geometry, sacred geometry, as well as the Sphinx. So it's connected to patterns that are going to elevate us, and in doing so, we are connecting the masculine and feminine. We are connecting to something from the dawns of time. I feel like it's very ancient. There's a sun's expansion, everlasting life, and the Ten of Pentacles. Because we're ending lack. Now I brought you over here because I want you to get a much different look at things. Because this all ties into the message at the beginning, before the interruption. The message I was channeling, which is the core. I was channeling a message that has to do with the core. And I was believing we were freeing ourselves to get to another level. And it is from within. And what we're doing is we are accessing another level of light. And that has to do with the Five of Pentacles and going within. And how are we going to do so? This card is about, we're going to see through the illusion of the lack of and create. So, what are we doing? We know we need to put down some burdens. This is how we're feeling. This is how we're feeling right now. Because we're stuck in conflict. Conflict within, because there's a disconnect between the masculine and feminine energies. This card is all about moving. Moving. And how are we doing so? We're going to go from conflict to moving because we're going to create with the cup. We're going to fix the disconnect between the masculine and the feminine energies because we need the Page of Swords and the King of Swords to help us cut free from the Eight of Wands. So what are we going to do? We're going to use this Page of Wands energy. We're going to stop feeling foolish because we're just going to apply our studies. There's the disconnect between the masculine and feminine right there. Now we have the energies we need to cut ourselves free. In doing so, we are releasing our burdens. Because we're going within. We're going to a deeper level within. Because we are going to use this sword of clarity here. This is all about seeing through the lack of, the disconnect, right? So this sword of clarity, it's a double-edged sword. It can be used for revenge or to see the light and to add the positive charge, because we know our thoughts can be negative or positive. It's up to us to do the work to cleanse our mind. This is all about moving forward, and this is the main message. We move forward at a great speed or at a great distance because we add the positive charge. It's the kindness. And this, in doing so, allows us that feminine and masculine charge, the connection. We are a working battery here. We are manifesting. And look at it. It's right here. And it's also confirmed here. There's the coming together of it, the intertwining of the energies, the yin and yang. Because we know we're acting. This has to do with the wands. We're acting because we're going home, and we're studying to do so. And because we're going home to connecting to a deeper level within. And that's what this is about. And we're going to study. We're going to study our ancients. We're going to study the cosmos. We're going to study the frequencies, the energy patterns, the light. And we're going to study within. We're going to make the connections because we're going to a deeper level of our core. And in doing so, we are creating our 10 of Pentacles and our 10 of Cups. Because we freed ourselves from this place. Because we saw through the illusion of the disconnection and we realized it was within. We studied, we applied our knowledge from our ancients. And we made it from here to here. Through grounding the energies of the heavens to the earth. With ancient wisdom from our past. Because we went within and we connected to the light. Now this is where we started off at the beginning of the reading. The moon was activating the release of our pain, what was lower vibrational still. And look, it's water, it's emotions, because it's in the cup. We need to put the light in the cup. We're going to purify what the leftover darkness through the cup. And it has to do with the phases of the moon. And look, it's the lobster, we're coming out of our shell. Now, we go without here, the energy of the hangman. We need to go without what's lower vibrational so that we can blossom. And this is about the Ace of Cups. Because we're going to put light in the cup. Because this is about the 9 of Cups at the end of the day. Connecting to the 10th cup. What are we doing? We're manifesting here. We know we're manifesting our 10 of Pentacles, our 10 of Cups, our heavens on earth. But what do we need to do? This has to do with going inside. In this deck, she's releasing, she's got blood dripping from her hand, her pain. She's releasing her pain. There's a storm. There's lightning energy coming from above, showing her that they're right here. This is a sacred temple, and she can go within here and have access to the information she needs to raise her vibration and have a new dawn. And what she has to do here, this is the symbolism for within. And this has to do, we come full circle to the 3 swords, the 2 swords, so the 3 swords of heartbreak, the 2 swords of peace, and at the end of the day, the sword of clarity, and it's the 6 of swords, moving away from the 7 of swords, deceit. Because we are creating equality here. This is about filling our cup with the light so that we are activating it back within our universe, because we're activating our divine blueprint within. Because we're studying, we understand that we are protected. We're divinely protected because we're activating our divine blueprint within. We use this sword of clarity here, and this is it in this deck. We use this sword of clarity to remove our old systems, the kingdoms that have lied to us, the lies within the matrix. And we use this sword with the positive charge because we study the cosmos, we study our ancients to find our truths. And in doing so, we activate our authentic tunes, our fortunes. We get closer to our fortunes. And this is the main message here. This comes back to the Knight of Pentacles. We're going to ground the energy because we're going to go within. Right? There it is. There's the 3 swords here. We're removing the pain. There are the 2 swords. One for the masculine, one for the feminine, of clarity as the third eye activations. As we move through the door of judgment to have our new beginnings. There's the sun now. Now we have the moon and the sun, masculine and feminine energies. We've restored balance. We are in creation, and there is the Page of Cups. And there's the cup. And it's been right there the whole entire time. You can rewind it back and see it. This is all about the activation within. Let's get the message. 2 hands reach out of lavender evening clouds, offering us a golden cup, overflowing into a spectacle of splashing color. The gift we are being extended is filled with opportunity for love, affection, and emotional contentment, overflowing with the potential for meaningful relationships, the deep human connection. 2 doves fly above, holding the card's banner, symbolizing peace. A lotus flower blooms out of the murky water below, a symbol of purity despite these rugged conditions. Opening your heart to positive change. Please don't refuse your right to be happy and loved. There is an invitation, a place of pure contentment, deep emotional connection, and boundless love. It's being offered to you. Do not brush past it. This cup comes as an omen of exciting new beginnings, offering us the potential for pure love and happiness if we open up ourselves to the possibility. And that's what we have to do. We're going within because we have to open up the possibility to ourselves. And it ties back to the message of the meeting of the 2 fish on the calendar. This is restoring wholeness within ourselves. We have to give this to ourselves. And this is the gift of the moon and the sun. And this is seeing through the illusion. Seeing through the illusion and filling that 9th cup. Because this is how we move away from the lack of. And what do? We are creating this space because we are creating it within. And that's why right now, in this deck, which I love, we have the 3D and the 5D version, which we've discussed. This is the creation of it within. And this is the creation of it within, connected to the cosmos. And grounding it here as we transform and we heal. And here is the Knight of Pentacles here underneath the 5, which, you know, this reading, it just has connections. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, another connection right there. And we're battling back. We're coming back to life here. We may have entered a lamb, but we're leaving a lion. Let's go, baby. We're having our 10 of Pentacles and our 10 of Cups. We are lions, and lions are sacred creatures. They're sacred animals. I love animals here at School for the Fool. We love them. I want to thank you for joining me here. I will see you again soon. Take care.